In 2019, a Liebherr T284 mining truck weighing 592 tons made headlines in Saudi Arabia. Not for the project, but because this single machine cost more than entire neighborhoods. Videos of this mechanical giant building highways went viral, making people wonder, just how powerful are the machines that build our roads? Every smooth highway exists because of mechanical monsters working behind the scenes. The road construction industry generates over $244 billion annually worldwide, powered by machines so advanced they seem almost alien. From bulldozers moving 50 tons of earth in one push to pavers laying asphalt with millimeter precision, these represent the pinnacle of human engineering. But here's the fascinating part. Most of these incredible machines were born from desperate necessity, wartime innovation, and sometimes pure accident. The technology that smooths your morning commute has roots in World War I battlefields, NASA space programs, and failed agricultural experiments. Let's start with the absolute kings of the construction world, bulldozers. But not just any bulldozers. We're talking about machines like the John Deere 1050 P-Tier, a 2024 model that represents the cutting edge of earth-moving technology. This mechanical monster weighs in at over 100,000 pounds and packs enough power to push a fully loaded commercial aircraft. What makes modern bulldozers truly speechless is their intelligence. The latest models come equipped with GPS systems so precise they can grade land to within half an inch of the target elevation, while the operator is essentially flying blind, trusting the machine's computer brain to create perfect slopes and contours. The John Deere 950 and 1050 P-Tier models, released in 2024, feature something called blade automation. The machine literally drives itself, adjusting the blade thousands of times per minute based on satellite data. Here's a mind-bending fact. The tracks on a large bulldozer distribute weight so efficiently that this 50-ton machine exerts less ground pressure per square inch than a human wearing high heels. It's this principle that allows them to work on soft ground without sinking, even while pushing massive loads. But bulldozers are just the beginning. The real precision work happens with motor graders, machines that look deceptively simple but perform miracles of accuracy. The Komatsu GD 955-7, introduced to North America in 2024, weighs an incredible 104,323 pounds, making it 50% heavier than its predecessor. This isn't just about raw power, it's about physics. The extra weight provides more downforce pressure, allowing the blade to cut through hard-packed earth and create laser-straight road surfaces. Motor graders work with tolerances that would make a Swiss watchmaker jealous. Modern units equipped with GPS and laser leveling systems can maintain grade accuracy to within millimeters across distances of several miles. Imagine drawing a perfectly straight line across your entire city, varying by less than the thickness of a coin. That's what these machines do every day. Excavators represent perhaps the most versatile category of road building equipment, and their evolution tells a story of constant innovation. Today's excavators come in three main varieties, each designed for specific challenges that road builders face. Crawler excavators, built for rough terrain, move on tracks like tanks and can work on slopes that would challenge a mountain goat. Wheeled excavators sacrifice some stability for speed and maneuverability on finished surfaces, perfect for urban roadwork where you need to hop between job sites. Then there are long-reach excavators, mechanical giraffes that can extend their arms over 100 feet to reach areas that would otherwise require expensive crane setups. The hydraulic systems in modern excavators operate at pressures exceeding 5,000 pounds per square inch, enough force to cut through steel, yet precise enough to crack an egg without breaking the yoke. This incredible control comes from computer-assisted hydraulics that interpret the operator's movements and translate them into smooth, precise motions. Here's something that will blow your mind. the largest excavators can lift and move objects weighing more than a fully loaded Boeing 737. Yet they do it with such finesse that skilled operators regularly perform tasks like writing their names in sand or stacking coins. This combination of raw power and surgical precision makes them indispensable for road construction, where millimeter accuracy often determines whether a project succeeds or fails. Now we enter the realm of true technological wizardry: asphalt and concrete pavers. These machines don't just lay road surface, they create the foundation for every journey you'll ever take. The process they perform is so complex and precise that it borders on the magical. The Vergler Super 2100-5i, newly available in North America, represents the absolute pinnacle of paving technology. This machine can lay asphalt 31 feet 11 inches wide while moving at speeds up to 82 feet per minute. That's nearly a mile per hour, while creating a perfectly smooth, precisely thick layer of asphalt. To put this in perspective, this single machine can pave an area the size of a football field in about 15 minutes. But here's where it gets really impressive. The machine maintains material temperature within a few degrees across its entire width, ensures uniform thickness down to fractions of an inch, and creates surface smoothness that meets tolerances tighter than most manufacturing processes. The screed, the part that actually shapes the asphalt, floats on a cushion of material, automatically adjusting thousands of times per minute to maintain perfect grade and cross-slope. Concrete pavers like the Wirtgen SP33 take this precision even further. These machines perform slipform paving, essentially building the road as they move without using traditional forms or molds. The concrete flows into a precisely shaped chamber that moves along the roadway, creating perfectly formed pavement, complete with proper crown, edge details, and even texturing for traction. It's like watching a 3D printer the size of a house create roads instead of plastic trinkets. The newest addition to this family is the HEMSFP 1800, designed specifically for bridge deck overlays and thin concrete applications. This machine can adjust its paving width from 8 to 18 feet without stopping. Imagine a mechanical accordion that builds roads as it expands and contracts. Once the pavement is laid, an entirely different category of machines takes over: compactors and rollers that transform loose material into rock-solid roadway. This process is far more complex and critical than most people realize, because improper compaction is the leading cause of premature road failure. The 2024 lineup of compaction equipment reads like a catalogue of mechanical marvels. Caterpillar's CB7, CB8, and CB10 asphalt compactors now feature climate-controlled cabs, because operator comfort directly affects compaction quality. When operators are comfortable, they maintain better focus and create more consistent results. But the real innovation comes from companies like Sakai, whose SW884ND roller features something called Guardman, an emergency detection and auto-braking system that uses millimeter wave radar and 3D LiDAR to prevent accidents. This roller literally sees obstacles before human operators can react, automatically stopping the machine to prevent injuries or damage. The physics of compaction involves some fascinating science. Vibratory rollers create controlled earthquakes, using precisely tuned vibrations to rearrange asphalt molecules into their densest possible configuration. The frequency, amplitude, and timing of these vibrations must be perfect. Too little, and the material remains loose. Too much, and you actually damage the pavement structure. Ham's revolutionary HD plus 120i series rollers can switch between vibration and oscillation modes depending on material conditions. Oscillation creates a kneading action rather than bouncing, which prevents overcompaction in sensitive areas while still achieving the required density. It's like having a machine that can give a massage or perform surgery depending on what the situation requires. Some of the most impressive road-building machines specialize in tasks that require surgical precision. Cold planers, also called milling machines, remove old pavement with accuracy measured in fractions of inches. The Wirtgen W220 XFI weighs 83,334 pounds, but can shave pavement surfaces to tolerances that would challenge a woodworker's plane. These machines use rotating drums studded with carbide-tipped cutting tools that spin at hundreds of revolutions per minute, creating a controlled demolition that removes exactly the right amount of material. The milled material isn't waste. It's collected, processed, and recycled into new pavement, making road construction one of the most environmentally sustainable industries in construction. The Caterpillar PM300 series cold planers represent the third generation of these precision machines since 2018. Each upgrade has focused on one goal: removing old pavement so precisely that the new surface will bond perfectly with existing layers. The cutting drums can be changed quickly to handle different materials and cutting patterns, transforming a single machine into a specialized tool for whatever the job requires. Motor graders deserve special mention here because they perform the most precise work in road construction, creating the exact shape and slope that determines how water flows off the finished road. The blade on a modern motor grader can be positioned and angled with accuracy, measured in degrees and fractions of inches, creating complex three-dimensional surfaces that look simple but require incredible skill and precision to execute. Behind every successful road project stands an army of material handling equipment that keeps the process flowing smoothly. Wheel loaders, articulated dump trucks, and skid steer loaders might not get the glamorous spotlight, but they're the workhorses that make everything else possible. Caterpillar dominates the wheel loader market worldwide, manufacturing everything from compact units that can work in tight urban spaces to massive machines that can lift and move 50 tons at a time. The largest wheel loaders are manufactured exclusively in Aurora, Illinois, on 3 separate assembly lines that produce machines so large they require special permits just to transport them to job sites. Articulated dump trucks represent one of the most ingenious solutions in road construction. Unlike regular dump trucks, these machines bend in the middle, allowing them to navigate rough terrain while carrying enormous loads. They're essentially mechanical camels designed to carry heavy burdens across difficult ground while maintaining stability and control. The newest Case Construction King backhoe models introduced in 2024 feature something called side shift capability, the ability to move the boom left or right without repositioning the entire machine. This seemingly simple innovation revolutionizes work in confined spaces, allowing operators to work parallel to walls or around obstacles with unprecedented efficiency. The final category of road building machines focuses on details that separate amateur construction from professional infrastructure. These machines create the finishing touches that transform raw pavement into actual roads. Road sweepers have evolved far beyond simple brooms and vacuum systems. Advanced models now feature real-time dust control systems, automated sweeping patterns, and high-capacity collection systems that can clean miles of roadway without stopping. The newest units can even analyze the type of debris they're collecting and adjust their cleaning methods accordingly. Curb and gutter machines like the Power Curbers 5700-D create those perfectly formed concrete edges that line most roads. The 2024 model features the industry's first climate-controlled cabin for a slip-form concrete paver, because even the smallest details matter when you're creating infrastructure that must last for decades. Binding agent spreaders like the Strewmaster SW218TC perform one of the most critical but least understood functions in road construction. These machines apply precisely controlled amounts of bonding agents that help different layers of pavement stick together permanently. The SW218TC can spread materials at rates up to 12.3 pounds per square foot, while maintaining accuracy that varies by less than 5% across its entire working width. What makes modern road-building machines truly speechless isn't just their size or power, it's their intelligence. GPS technology now allows machines to work with accuracy that surpasses human capability, while telematics systems monitor every aspect of machine performance in real time. The integration of artificial intelligence is creating machines that can literally think about their work. Predictive maintenance systems analyze thousands of data points to predict component failures before they happen. Machine learning algorithms optimize fuel consumption, track productivity, and even adjust operating parameters based on changing conditions. Electric and hybrid equipment represents the next frontier. Ham has introduced an 8-model lineup of electric tandem and combination rollers that provide the same compaction power as diesel models while eliminating emissions and reducing noise. Volvo CE is testing electric prototypes of compaction equipment that could revolutionize urban roadwork by allowing construction in noise-sensitive areas. The companies behind these mechanical marvels represent some of the most successful manufacturing operations in human history. Caterpillar, with 16.8% of the global construction machinery market and annual sales of $41 billion, has been perfecting earth-moving equipment for nearly a century. Their yellow machines have become so iconic that Caterpillar yellow is actually a registered trademark color. Komatsu, the Japanese giant with $25.3 billion in annual sales, has built its reputation on hydraulic excavators and precision equipment. Their machines are known for combining raw power with incredible fuel efficiency, a combination that saves customers millions of dollars in operating costs. John Deere, traditionally known for agricultural equipment, has leveraged their expertise in GPS and precision agriculture to create some of the most technologically advanced road-building equipment available. Their P-tier dozer series represents the culmination of decades of innovation in automated machinery. European manufacturers like Liebherr and Volvo focus on specialized applications and environmental technology, creating machines that meet the strictest emission standards while delivering unprecedented performance. Their equipment often features innovations that don't appear on other brands for years. The road construction industry stands on the brink of revolutionary changes that will transform how we build infrastructure. Autonomous equipment is already being tested in controlled environments, with machines that can operate 24 hours a day without human intervention. Imagine construction sites that never sleep, building roads with perfect consistency around the clock. Advanced materials, science is creating new types of pavement that self-heal minor cracks, generate electricity from traffic, or change color to indicate maintenance needs. The machines that build these futuristic roads will need capabilities we can barely imagine today. 3D printing technology is being adapted for road construction, with experimental machines that can print concrete infrastructure directly onto prepared surfaces. These systems could eliminate the need for traditional forming and paving equipment for certain applications. Environmental concerns are driving innovation towards zero-emission construction sites. Battery technology is advancing rapidly, while hydrogen fuel cells offer the potential for heavy equipment that produces only water vapor as exhaust. Despite all this mechanical sophistication, the most important component in any road-building operation remains the human operator. Modern construction equipment can cost more than most people's homes, and operating it safely and efficiently requires years of training and experience. Skilled operators develop an almost supernatural connection with their machines, sensing problems through subtle changes in sound, vibration, or performance. They can manipulate controls with such precision that their machines become extensions of their own bodies, performing feats that seem impossible to outside observers. The training programs for heavy equipment operators now resemble pilot training, with sophisticated simulators that allow operators to practice complex procedures without risking expensive equipment. Some programs use virtual reality to create training scenarios that would be too dangerous or expensive to replicate in real life. The road building industry represents one of the largest economic sectors in the world, employing millions of people and consuming vast quantities of materials and fuel. A single highway project can involve hundreds of machines, thousands of workers, and millions of tons of materials, creating economic ripple effects that extend far beyond the construction site. The efficiency of modern road building equipment has dramatically reduced the cost of transportation infrastructure. Projects that would have taken years to complete using older methods can now be finished in months, reducing both costs and disruption to existing traffic. However, this efficiency comes with enormous upfront costs. A single large road-building machine can cost several $1,000,000, and most construction companies operate fleets worth tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. This capital intensity creates barriers to entry that favor large, well-established companies. These 25 categories of road-building machines represent humanity's ongoing quest to move faster, more efficiently, and more safely across our planet. From the massive bulldozers that carve paths through mountains to the precision pavers that create glass-smooth surfaces, each machine serves a specific purpose in the complex choreography of road construction. The next time you drive down a smooth highway, remember that every mile represents the coordinated effort of dozens of different machines, each engineered to perform specific tasks with precision that borders on the impossible. These mechanical monsters work mostly unseen, often at night or in remote locations, creating the infrastructure that connects our world. The road-building industry continues to evolve, driven by environmental concerns, technological advancement, and the growing demand for better transportation infrastructure. The machines of tomorrow will be cleaner, smarter, and more capable than anything we can imagine today. But they'll still serve the same fundamental purpose that has driven human innovation for thousands of years, helping us get from here to there. If this glimpse into the world of road-building machines has opened your eyes to the incredible engineering that surrounds us every day, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology that shapes our world. The machines that build our roads are just the beginning. There's an entire universe of mechanical marvels waiting to be explored.